going to be another hot one today. Actually, the wind just started to pick up, but I am in Bridgeport. This is going to be a borough of Valley Forge, just outside of King of Prussia. You're going to have some amenities in this community that are almost unheard of in King of Prussia. The price point, some outdoor living areas, the location. We'll talk a little bit more about it in the video, but I'm super excited to be able to come to this community and film. I'm going to show you this model right here. This is going to be the Cambridge Luxe model. It's going to be 4 stories. You're going to get a lot of features in this home. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the area that we sit in. Literally just 5 minutes from the King of Prussia Mall. You're gonna be 10 minutes from town center here in King of Prussia, and then everything else that you could imagine, the Turnpike, 422, I-76, is all gonna be within minutes. You're gonna be able to buy in this community for the low 500s, which for this area is almost unheard of. You're not gonna wanna miss this video and what this home has to offer. I'll flip this camera around, I'll show you where I'm standing, and then I'll take you guys into this home. Let's get into the video. All right, so I've just turned the camera around here. This is where we are sitting here in Bridgeport, Valley Forge. Like I said, just minutes from the mall, minutes from town center here. They are still actively building in this community, so you do have an opportunity to buy. This is, however, the only floor plan that's still available. So hopefully you like this one enough to call this one your home. This is just gonna be one of many outdoor living spaces that I think make the price point well worth it. I'll walk you a little bit around this community. We'll show you around. I'm gonna get in the car and drive a little bit around this community as well and show you guys what it has to offer. You can see you've got some new construction that still needs to be built. So let's get into the video. Hey, my name is Zach, and I've lived in this area my entire life. Since being a licensed real estate agent for the last 4 years, I've gotten calls and texts every single day from people just like you that are looking to make a move. So I figured, why not start a YouTube channel so that people like you can know everything that you need to know when you're making a move to this area. You can reach out to me via text, call, email. You can even schedule a free Zoom consultation. I'd love to get face-to-face and see how we can help. Let's not waste any more time and get into the video. All right, so I just stepped into the house here. I just showed you guys the front of the house, the community. They are still building actively in this community, as you saw. There's still a few home sites or lots left. This is the Cambridge model here. This is the only model here that is left. So I just stepped in the front door here. I'll pan around and show you what this looks like. This is gonna be a great first space if you've got an office, you know, a playroom, just a need for extra space. I've already told you in the intro that there's something super unique here at the top floor that I'll show you guys at the end of the video that's going to be super unique for this home. Really for anyone looking to have an extra space for a guest room, an office, a playroom. There are so many features in this home that for the price point make it super unique. We're going to be starting in the $500,000 range, and we are in Bridgeport. This is going to be just the borough of King of Prussia, and honestly, it's going to be one of the most affordable boroughs in King of Prussia that you can buy into today. If you reach out to me, I can tell you a little bit more on why, some of the reasons why this community is priced the way it is. You sit just outside of King of Prussia, so you've got all of the amenities that King of Prussia has to offer. However, there are some things about the location that you might want to know about, so you can reach out to me via text, call, email. You can even schedule a free Zoom consultation, and I'd love to meet with you. We could come to the builder like this. This is actually a great example of what it looks like when we come to the builder here, so I'll flip the camera around and show you guys this. So when you guys walk into this is obviously the model, but when you guys come to a builder, a lot of times the model is going to look something like this. So they're going to use this setup right here as their desk during working hours. Obviously they're not working today. And then they're going to have a TV screen like this where they show you the different models, the floor plans, some of the lots in the community, the amenities. They have a dog park, they've got rooftop decks, they've got walking trails throughout the community. So I'll show you all of that as we get into the video. But yeah, let's get into the video here. So on this first floor, we spent a lot of time down here. You do have a half bathroom right here. Half bath included here on the first floor. This I will show you. I usually like to say this for the end, but by now you probably already know. Right here is going to be our 2-car garage. I usually save this for the end, but I figured I'd show you guys now. This is going to be super convenient. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that being in King of Prussia, being in that town center, by the mall, anywhere kind of close to where we are, is going to be super limited on parking. So to be able to have your own 2-car covered private garage in this area is going to be super convenient. We walk back in here, super nice air conditioning. We've got a little closet right here, tankless hot water heater, coat closet. You could finish it if you want a little bit, or just leave it for your utilities and some storage. Coming back through here, we've got the bathroom on my right, and then I'll give you another pan of this room so that you have an idea of what it looks like. All right, so I've shown you everything here on the first level of the home when you first walk in. Once again, there's the front door. Pretty good sized room, probably about 10 foot by about 12 foot or so, if you include back to this little closet and cutout area. I'm gonna take you guys upstairs now. I'm gonna show you the family room and the kitchen, and then we'll head upstairs and look at this house a little bit more. So just talking about this location a little bit more, we're about 5 minutes from the King of Prussia Mall. You're gonna be about 5-10 minutes from the town center here in King of Prussia. You're gonna be just minutes from the Turnpike, from 422, I-76. A super central location if you are looking to commute for work, commute for pleasure, leisure, whatever it is. We're up here on the main level now. Let me turn this camera around so that you can see what it looks like. Get a little bit of music. So they leave these houses like this, lights on, music running, fans running, AC running, 24/7. So they're off today. This community is closed on Thursdays and Fridays, but they've left the house, you know, just like you see it now. Very minimal work for me to have to come in here and film, which I appreciate. So this is interesting. There's a sign back there that I'll show you as we get into there, but that's going to be super interesting. And here we go. I love this. Not all the communities have this. They've got these little buttons or signs. Yes, this is included. Yes, the baseboards are included. So I'll read those to you as we go through. I didn't see any downstairs. So thermostats are included. Those baseboards, the wide plank is included. This is just asking for a Google review. Let's look at these cabinets. A ton of cabinets. Quartz countertops is included. A ton of cabinets throughout the kitchen here. You've got probably 20 cabinets or so. 24 probably. Really good size. A ton of counter space as well. I'll show you the counter space. I'm in the eating area, so you do have a little bit more of a defined eating area. If you've seen any of my other home tours, you know that a lot of times the eating area might get gypped on space and might just not get a ton of space or a ton of thought when it comes to that functionality of space. But this seems to have a pretty good size. You've got 5 seats there. You could probably do 6 to 8 if you have a rectangle table. And then you've got a pantry over there as well, which is going to be super nice for putting all of your dry goods in the kitchen. Walk in here, you can see the counter space. You're going to have a good amount of counter space right here. You're gonna have subway tile, backsplash, that's included. And here's the sign that I wanted to show you. Ask about our 3.99% interest rate. So these interest rates are something that they are offering right now at 3.99%. It looks like could be possible, of course, depending on qualification, the lot, just the timing of the time that you reach out, what is left and available. But if you did want to see what's available, see what inventory, what incentives are current, you can reach out to me, text, call, email, even schedule a free Zoom consultation. I'd love to connect with you, talk a little bit more about your situation, and help you make that move to Philadelphia or the suburbs. Getting back into here, I'll show you guys a little bit more of the kitchen, and then we'll get to the family room and the upstairs. So I've told you the included quartz countertops. You do have some pretty cool features that I'm gonna keep till the end. So I'll show you guys this at the end of the video, but this is gonna be super unique in this area. You're gonna have a couple of these that are super unique. And then you're gonna have this 42-inch upgraded cabinet as well that's going to be included. So just give you another pan, a very large open kitchen, tons of counter space, tons of cabinet space, storage. Even the recessed lights, if you can count, you've got about 7, 8, 9 recessed lights in here as well that you know, do a really good job lighting it up. panning to the, what's behind me here is going to be your family room, your living room. You can probably tell what's out there as well. We are up on the, up a story, right? So we're on the second story right now. But I'll show you that when I show you that, that at the end of the video here. You can see a little bit here. I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera, but you can see a little bit of what is left in the community. So a lot of red, right? A lot of stuff is sold out, but there are some lots right here in orange that are available. You've got some models right there that are still available. So if you are considering a move here, you can even tell right here, there's going to be the future dog park, right? You've got a lot of walking trails throughout. You've got all of this extra parking for guests. All right, so showing you this part of the kitchen here. I'm just on the other side of the house, right here by the steps to go upstairs, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But once again, very open. So, you know, you can talk throughout the entire house. You can see what's going on. You could be involved. You know, and a ton of natural light with these windows right here. You've got 3 windows essentially back to back, and the lighting's not doing great. But you've got 3 windows back to back here that let in a ton of natural light. I'll give you a pan of this right here, and then we'll go head upstairs to look at the 3rd and the 4th floor. Just getting to the top of the steps here on the 3rd story. This is gonna be where all of the bedrooms are. So you're gonna have 3 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms up here. We'll start on this side, the front of the house, and we'll work our way towards the back. Definitely a little bit hotter up here. These, you know, newer construction style homes where they've got 3-4 stories, you could definitely feel the heat as you get a little bit higher. But pretty good sized room, pretty standard to new builds today. If you guys have seen any of my other videos, you know this is a pretty average size for new builds. You're not going to have recessed canned lighting. You're not going to have a ceiling fan cut out, but you could do all of that after close. Once again, these rooms are going to be great for nurseries, right, as they always stage them to be, because first-time home buyers are a big demographic that are buying in these communities. The price points are affordable. The incentives, right, are incentivizing. A lot of times you get something for, you know, brand new with warranties and up to code standards for, you know, either what it is to get a resale or less than that. And then you are going to have laundry up here. So here's the laundry. This is just going to be off of the top of the steps up here. You're going to have your laundry tile and the laundry closet, of course. And then I'll turn this around. This is going to be the bathroom that's going to be shared for the 2 bedrooms over here. So we'll bring it in here and I'll show you guys a little bit what this looks like. So built-in tub. You're going to have 2 recessed lights in here, tile on the floors, and then a quartz countertop with the cabinets below. So I'll turn this around. So there you go. You've got the vanity right there, single vanity, toilet, and then here you go, your built-in tub. No tile to the ceiling, just a built-in right there, plastic piece. We are flying through this house. There's only a few more rooms left. I've got to show you the primary, and then I've got to show you what I think is probably going to be the best piece of this house. Something that if, you know, really any buyer is just looking for more space and it's not going to be a bedroom, almost a utility room, a bonus room, a den. I think this is going to be one of the best dens that you can have. I would probably use this space as my office if I was buying this house. So you'll have to let me know down in the comments what you would use this room with. First, I'm going to show you the primary, and then we'll head up there. All right, stepping into the primary here, you're going to have a pretty good sized primary. This, they do have the can lighting, the recessed lighting. They do have the option for a chandelier or for a fan. You've got your walk-in closet here. You're going to have 1 walk-in closet shared for the primary, which is pretty common for these builders today. Good natural light with 2 windows. And then I'll show you the primary bathroom here. You do get the double vanity. You do get this section, its own section for the toilet there. And then you do have a shower. It's got tile all the way up to the ceiling, but then you do have the framed glass door there. Pretty good size though. You could definitely, you know, be able to live day to day with this. The only other thing would be the door. You might honestly be better off without a door, or having the door swing out, or maybe a barn door. A regular door or a door that swings in could be pretty hard to, or just could be kind of a pain if you're going to do that with daily life. That's everything here on the third story. I'm going to take us up to the fourth story now. This is what I've been talking about for the entire part of the video. If I was buying this place, I would definitely use this as my office. But I don't know, maybe if you've got kids or you've got guests that often visit, this could be a good place for them. So we're on the fourth story now. You do have a half bathroom, you do have another closet, but then you get this open area to pretty much do anything that you want. There is going to be a surprise over here to my right that I'll show you once we look up here a little bit more. But walking through, show you the bathroom. So you do have a half bath, toilet and a sink. You're going to have a closet. You are going to have a utility closet up here as well, which isn't going to be super usable. And then if my lighting allows me, I'll go show you what's out here. This is going to be a feature that was only on a select number of models. So not every house in this community has that, which is also going to be, of course, a difference for pricing. But if we step out here, you should be able to see it. All right, so I'm going to show you out here now. This is going to be super, super unique for this floor plan. Like I had said, they only built a few of these to where you know, they're getting them in the lot. So it's definitely going to be an extra cost if you were to buy a floor plan that had this. But this is going to be super, super unique. You're going to have an outdoor rooftop deck. I can show you a little bit down here. This is a community that we had kind of walked through and driven through. This is going to be one of the entrances. A lot of the mall and 422 Turnpike is going to be all up in here. You're going to have Norristown back into this area. So, you know, this is just going to be kind of where you're centered. Philadelphia's going to be behind me over here. But super, super nice outdoor deck. You're getting a ton of wind up here. So it's a super, super hot day, like a 90-degree day. But you're getting a ton of wind up here. I'll take you back into the house here and I'll show you guys the downstairs living area. All right, so I'm back down here on the main level, and I just figured before closing out the video, I'd show you guys the other two outdoor living areas that are on this floor. So right here, I'm in the living room, just off the bottom of the steps here from upstairs. I'm gonna turn the camera around here. This is gonna be outdoor living space number one. So we'll check this out. So outdoor living space number one, you're gonna have a little porch right off of the family room right here. This is just where I was standing in there. So a porch right here, and I'll show you down here at the end of the street. Let me know in the comments, do you guys know which one is which my car yet? Have you seen enough videos or watched enough videos to know what car that I drive? Comment down below what you think. But here is outdoor living space number one. And I'll take you back through the house and I'll show you the outdoor living space number two before closing out the video. This is going to be super, super nice because if you chose, you could put a screen, a door right here, and then you could put a screen door on the other side, and you could have both of the doors open, and you could have a really nice breeze that comes through here. You wouldn't have to worry about bugs or anything like that getting in and out, but it would be super nice to have the airflow go from one door to the other. Coming back over here, this is going to be the same side that we looked at the rooftop deck on, just down another level. If I pan it up here, you'll be able to see that rooftop deck. There it is. But just out here, a little bit bigger of a deck. This is going to be your more formal deck, right? Because it's just off of the kitchen, so you could have your table out here, you could have your grill. Honestly, you could even have a couch out on that side. You could have a living, more entertaining area on this side. Super, super convenient. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that this is not going to be a very common thing among homes in this area. It's only really being done by new builds, and there's not too many new build communities going up in these areas. So a super rare feature, super cool feature. Like you can see the garages here as well. Well, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you again for sticking around till the end. You'll have to let me know down in the comments if you guys are moving to King of Prussia. Is this a community that you guys would consider? It's going to be well above the average price point to buy into this area. You're going to get a ton of amenities, whether it's the dog park, the rooftop pool, the multiple outdoor living areas, or even just warranties, brand new workmanship, brand new appliances. The list goes on and on. If you are considering a move to this area, maybe you or somebody that you know, you can reach out to me via text, call, email. You can even schedule a free Zoom consultation. I'd love to connect connect with you and see how we can help. Until next time, I will see you around the neighborhood.